You guys, I'm so excited to be here. I gotta tell you, there is a story that I forgot to tell you all the other day. When I was flying from Los Angeles to New York, I had an encounter with a former child star who appeared on the Rosie O'Donnell Show back in 2001. Okay, so at the time, he was 5 years old, and some of you may remember him because his name is Maxwell Jacob Friedman. And Rosie had him on as a guest. He came on at 5 and he came to sing. This little cutie patootie. He was so adorable, and Rosie wanted to hug. You could tell he didn't even want to give Rosie a hug. He just was like... Now, young Max did not grow up to become a professional singer. He's wonderful. He is now 26 years old, and he goes by the initials MJF. And he's a professional wrestler, okay? Yes. He is a professional wrestler. MJF, and I guess the J in MJF stands for jerk, okay? And I'm gonna tell y'all why, because that's what he was acting like when I met him at the airport when we were waiting in the lounge. Not nice at all. And see, my son Jeffrey, he is a big wrestling fan. He knows all of the wrestlers, so he spotted MJF while we were waiting for the plane, Norman. And you know, Jeffrey was really nervous about going up to him and asking for an autograph, because you don't know. And so I said, I'll do it for my baby, because I'm Mother Bear. So I said I would go up and ask him for an autograph. And I know how to be with celebrities. I know they don't want you to do a lot of talking, Norman. So I was very nice, and I tapped him gently on the leg. And I said, excuse me, are you the famous wrestler MJF? He snapped back. He said, no. And so I said, okay. I said, but well, do people tell you that you look like the famous wrestler MJF? Then he snapped back. He went, yes. And he put his headphones on and he turns away from me. Okay? And I wanted to say to him, I don't like your tone. That's what I wanted to tell him. And I was just like, he got one more time to snap at me before I lay the smack down on him. I was not playing. You gonna really? And then Jeffrey was standing right there and he was smiling and everything. And then Jeffrey tells me, he goes, no, Mom, MJF is a bad guy and he's supposed to be a jerk. And I'm like, no. But here's the thing, y'all. I told my son, I said, but no, see, he don't know what a real bad guy is unless he pisses off a black mama trying to get a photo for her son. I'm trying to get a photo for my baby. I wasn't bothering him, Norman. I just wanted a little picture. I was so mad at him. And Marco, this is when I remembered, because I thought that you said you had thought about becoming a pro wrestler at one time. So I want to know, would you have drop kicked him, MJF, if you was there with me? Yeah, I would have DDT'd him for sure. For sure. Bring him here. Right there with a DDT MJF. So I literally, Norman, I said, well, maybe I am wrong. I wanted to make sure that the man that was being a jerk to me was really MJF. So I was acting like TMZ, y'all, and I snuck a picture of him when we were on the plane because he was right in front of us. And I texted my producing partner, John Murray, and I said, because he's into wrestling too. And I said, is this the wrestler MJF? Because Jeffrey said it was. And he replied, he said, yes, it was him. So you know what? I was like, I know somebody big and bad to deal with MJF. I hit up my friend, he's Hall of Famer and former world's strongest man, Mark Henry. So Mark Henry. What? Wow. Because it turns out Mark Henry works with MJF now at All Elite Wrestling. And so Mark Henry does not look like anybody MJF would say no to. Exactly. Like it did me. So Mark, when I told Mark, you know, because I had to play it up, I was like, Mark, and then he said no to me. And then Jeffrey was on the floor crying. So Mark told me that he was going to handle it. So Mark, I thank you for talking to MJF. You know? But here's the thing, Marco, like, you don't know who somebody is. Like, MJF, you're not the only letters I deal with. I also know MVP over here. Okay. I know MVP. Yeah. So MJF, all I'm saying is if you could just send my son like a video or autograph or something before I gotta pull out my old wrestling robe and roll up on you at one of your little AEW shows. Don't say no. My baby baby right there. My son's right there, Norman. Oh, my goodness. Y'all, but it's all good. I didn't let it go. I didn't vent it. I'll let it go.